Next question, top or bottom? That's a hard question, but when I'm on holiday with my family. Hi, my name is furry and welcome back to my channel. And I want to thank you guys so much. We hit 1,000 subscribers. When I'm recording this, I'm at 1.3k. And on Instagram, I asked you guys for some questions for a Q&A, because today is gonna be a Q&A to celebrate my 1,000 subscriber. And during the Q&A, I will be trying to make a cake. Why not? Let's go and bake some. And this is the cake we're going to make. It's a kwarktaart met aardbeiensmaak. Yeah, kwark. Some type of yogurt, yogurt cake or something with strawberry flavor. So it isn't that hard. It's fairly easy, but I thought I'm not gonna make a full-on cake that I have to bake and doing stuff in suit. Maybe later on the channel, but this is fine for now. Alright, first I have to find my apron. And I have to break the magic because I cannot work with my paws. So say goodbye to my paws. Bye bye. Bye bye. Okay. The first. Oh wait, I can fix it here. There. Let's try to put this on like this. Meanwhile, I want to say thank you guys so much for subscribing and watching my content and stuff. It's like really nice that I finally got an audience that I can share my content with. And you guys seem to enjoy it, so I'm enjoying it as well. I have to see myself in the mirror actually. Oh, perfect. Chef Truffle, ready for duty, sir. First thing we have to do is, for the toppings, I want to use these strawberries, so we have to cut them in half. I don't want to get anything on my suit. Nice. This knife is too small. I don't like small knives. Okay, be careful with the knife, Truffle, you don't see anything. And then it's time for the first question. I've got my laptop here, so I can see the questions you guys sent in on my Instagram. I made a story where I asked you guys to send in some questions for me to answer on this video. And you did! Actually quite a lot. So, we're gonna start with the first one. If there was one thing you could change about your suit, what would it be? I had to think about this actually, because I really like my suit, of course. Oh, this is way harder. Okay. First we're going to cut off the ends. But it's a funny story, when I commissioned the suit, like the same day, I knew I wanted to change something or add something. And that is actually the little triangle, the orange triangle on my back. I didn't know what I wanted there. I know it needed to be orange, and I needed my commission was like almost set and done. I was on a holiday. I just grabbed my laptop, opened Photoshop, and was like, okay. The first thing that comes to my mind, just plonk it down there and it will be fine. And I did, and that's why you see the little triangle back there. I love it though. I think it's really nice. But that's the one thing I also like to change. Got those arrows, like the 3 arrows, like the go faster arrows in Mario Kart. I want them on my back. Just going up in orange, 3 ones, like 1, 2, 3. In the meanwhile, I'm trying not to cut my fingers. I've never been so slow with a knife. Okay, next question. My top 5 songs. My music taste is actually all over the place. I listen to hardstyle, I go to a lot of hardstyle and EDM festivals. But I also like rock and blues and jazz and funk and old school, and I don't know, I almost listen to anything. So making a top 5 is really hard. Selected a few songs that I listen to more than usual, more than other songs. Now, it probably changes in a few months. The first one is Last Request by Paolo Nutini. It's like a really relaxing song, really sets my mind to ease. Second one is Ants Marching by Dave Matthews Band. And I play with the drums myself, and I really like to drum that song. It's really hard, high energy. Then I've also got Ride by 21 Pilots. I don't think it's like one of the best songs out there, but at this moment, I really enjoy listening to it. And then for the Dutchies watching, there is a song called Zwarte Zon, it's Black Sun, and it's from Evie de Visser. And that is like, that song is like a bit mesmerizing, it's really calming. The voices, it's like, they layered the voices, it's like angels singing or something. Even if you don't know the language, go and listen to it. It's really nice. And then the Batman song by Tears for Fears. That one is just insane. And sometimes I like to crank that song up and just the drums and the backing vocals and the bass, everything is just really, really cool. And then talking about a cool bass line, then you have to listen to 1612 by Wolfpack. It's so cool. It gives me the chills like insane. So yeah, okay. That are my top. It were more than 5 actually.
Yeah, so my microphone just decided to quit for 2 questions. After these 2 questions, Truffle, who's baking the cake, will be back. But I'm going to answer the question how I became a furry. Yeah, actually I knew about the fandom a long time already, so I've seen the first things when I was 13 or 14 or something like that. Don't know exactly how old I was, but I didn't want to do anything with it because I was still in the closet. I didn't even know I was in the closet, but I knew something was off. I was a gamer, so I knew some internet stuff and I knew what furries were. But no, no interest for me. I found it kind of interesting, but no, not at that time. Then years later, I was still in the closet and actually with my whole family on a holiday. Me and my sister were sharing a room, and there was an episode of Shane Dawson at the time that was talking to subcultures on the internet, and furries is one of the topics he decided to talk about. And it was really interesting because my sister was also really into Shane Dawson at the time, so we could look at the video Shane Dawson made about furries without watching it because I am a furry. We watched it because we both liked Shane Dawson at the time, and it was actually really cool because my sisters thought it was really cute. Yeah, she could like understand why people may want to do it. She isn't a furry that I know of, but it was the first time I could like openly talk about and watch something that has to do with furries. So at that moment I was like, okay, this is really relaxed to like look at this without being judged or judging myself, because I was really judgmental about myself. That was around, I think, 16 or 17 years old. And then I slowly started looking into it, not too much. And then I was 23 and I came out of the closet, and I got my boyfriend like 2-3 months after I got out of the closet, and my boyfriend really helped me to discover myself. Like I built up a really big wall around myself, and I didn't even know who was inside that wall, so I didn't even know myself in a lot of aspects. So he helped me to build that down, and then the furry thing came up and I was like, this feels okay. So yeah, sorry, I think I'm a furry. And he was like, oh no. Then all the things made sense. I was obsessed with How to Train Your Dragon with Toothless. Absolutely obsessed. I was obsessed with The Lion King, obsessed with Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. So, and there were a few more characters, and I was like, okay, this all makes sense now. So after saying that to my boyfriend, like, I think I am into this. I love seeing anthro art and furries and fursuits. I think it's cute. And after that I was like, I need to make an Instagram account. So I made an Instagram account and joined the fandom in that way. Yeah, so that's how I became a furry. And now you're going back to Truffle, who was baking a cake.
What made you join the fandom? It's the art. The art and meeting new people. That was really fun for me in the beginning. And of course the cute fursuits. This question is from my friend called Snowflake. Why are you so damn gay? I don't know, girl. I don't know. My mother dropped me when I was a child or something. I don't know. Things happen, you know. You have to make the best of it. My favorite Pokemon. I'm gonna answer that after reading this. Oh my god, the letters are so small and it's blue on blue and I cannot see. Oh, here it is. My favorite Pokemon. Actually, I wasn't never really into Pokemon. I watched it when I was smaller, but more because it was on TV. Not that I really wanted to watch Pokemon. It was just available, so I watched it. And I got from the Game Boy Pokemon Red. It was really cool and fun to play with friends. I don't actually know a lot of Pokemon, but what I know is that I always chose Charizard at the beginning of playing a new game. So I guess my favorite Pokemon is Charizard. My favorite food, really easy, pancakes. I rarely eat them because it's sweet, so it's not that good for you, but I still like them. And then with cheese, onions and syrup, yes. And this is the good syrup, you have to get this one. It's 72 grams sugar per 100 grams. So yeah, it's 72% sugar. But fine, if you go and treat yourself, you should treat yourself the good way. We have to grab this. We have to grab this. We're going to open this. And what inspired you to make your Sona? Actually, when I joined the fandom, I knew really fast I wanted to have a persona. So I started drawing some personas, and I've looked at some fursuits, and I knew what I found cute and found interesting to look at, and I wanted it myself. I knew I wanted them to be blue. I knew it needed to be a bit derpy and cute. And I saw a fursuiter that had a spot on the middle and I was like, oh my god, that's cute, I want it as well. And the stripes actually that I have, it's not really rare to have a pattern like this, of course. But I just like the colors. So I went online to find some cool color combinations and I think I found this. Okay, this color combination. And I didn't want a lot of green because I think green is like too much into your face, but a green mohawk was fun. I've got one patch over here that's also light blue. Sometimes I like it when things are not symmetrical. And the thing here is like, if you've seen the movie Fury Road, it's a bit like those, in my head sometimes, like one of those tires on their shoulders. That gave a bit of inspiration for that patch over there. Okay. Oh, it's not working. You cannot see anything in suit. Come on, you can do it. Stay here. Yes, okay, there. Go down, go down. Go down. And then close. Close. Okay, more than enough. So yeah, that inspired me to make my suit, actually. Oh yeah, and the species. Actually, in the beginning I thought I wanted to be a wolf. But then afterwards I found that huskies are also really cute. And they are more in line with my personality, I think, huskies. Like making a lot of sound with them and unnecessary things, being really cute. Sometimes a bit stinky. Not that I'm stinky, but my boyfriend always calls me stinky because... And wolves are also really cool. Wolves are just cool, huskies are cute and goofy, and I just was like, I need that both, so it's a husky. Here you go. That's how it works in this world. Okay, then I have to do some things, otherwise my cake will never finish. I have to measure 60 grams of butter. There's a floof in my mouth. I don't hope I get floof in the cake. Yes, it's out. Oh no, it's not. Oh, what? I hope it's gone. Wait thingy. Little pan, because we have to melt it in this pan. I think 50 grams is around this. 73, that's too much. 64 is fine. In the fridge. Butter here. Turn it on, low heat. Then in the meanwhile I can read more instructions. Okay, so we have to stir the crumbles. We have to put it with the melted butter and it will become a crumble cake bottom thing. Go ahead. We have time for the next question. The next question is, what do you plan for your channel in the future? Well, I plan to keep recording videos, of course. That's always a hard thing, especially when life gets busy. So that is the thing I'm planning. And maybe some cooking videos, why not? It's fun, I think. I've got some recipes. And I thought about an idea. Please let me know in the comments if you think it's something that you like to watch. I want to make maybe 3 episodes of like making pizza, but like from the basic to like making your own dough. So in the beginning, just pizza from the freezer. Then one with some dough that's already prepared by the store and with everything on it and just put your own toppings on top. And then one with making your own dough. Let me know if that's something you would watch. It's melting. Who is your dream fursuit maker? I don't really have a dream fursuit maker right now. At this moment, I think Twinkie Arts, their suits are also really amazing. And there are more makers that I really love, but Twinkie Arts just comes to mind. What is my opinion on skunks? They are cute, they can be smelly and dangerous, but I think overall skunks can be really cute. And I love the color patterns, the black and white. Is it done? La, 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 la. Here we go. I have to put this crumble thingy inside there, mix it around, put it in. Next question, top and bottom. That's a hard question. But when I'm on holiday, used to be on holiday with my family, I always slept on the bottom bunk bed because when you sleep on top, it's annoying. When you're on the bottom, you can like kick your legs up to hit the person on top, and most of the time my sister or my brother was on the bunk bed above me, so I could kick and be a bit annoying. So yeah, good question. Next one. Can you create a Discord group so we can interact with you? I'd actually love that, but I don't have a lot of time because of work and things around in my social life. I'm afraid if I create a Discord group to interact with you guys, I'll never be online. And I think that's not how I want it to be, so I just choose not to create a Discord group. What advice would you give to anyone thinking about starting a furry YouTube channel? That's a good question. Yeah, what should I say to that? This is done. My advice is, if you want to do it, go for it. But no, it's way more work than it seems. And you're opening yourself up for criticism of other people as well around the world. So know that you're gonna get hate comments and stuff. So my advice is just do your thing, be creative. I always just want people to be creative and do their things and ignore what other people say. If it's making you happy, continue. That's the thing. But if you make a channel, let me know. Oh yeah, and the second thing of advice, now I'm busy. First I have to read the instructions, otherwise the cake will never be done. Okay, one piece of advice I'd like to give you more is don't get all stuck in your head about the gear people use, about the lights that I use, about the camera you shoot with. If you got a phone, and a recent phone, the camera is more than capable enough to record perfectly fine videos. It's all about the content, because the story is the most important thing. I sometimes also forget that. I have to remind myself not to get too much involved in stupid things like lights and cameras. But it's also a hobby of mine to like play around with lights and cameras and stuff. So that's my second piece of advice. Then the next one is, what is your favorite part about being a big fluffy whiskey? Just being a big fluffy whiskey. Do I need to explain that? Come on. And it's blue. Yeah, blue is the best color. That's scientifically proven that blue is the best color. I approve whiskies.
Blue.
Okay, next. Gonna put that in here. Then we have to spread it around a bit. Spread it around. So. Oh no, I see some paper. Oh, wait. And now I have to put it in the fridge for 10 minutes. So, put this in the fridge. Okay, that's in the fridge. Then we're going to make the cake mix. Mixing bowl. It is. Then we need 300 mils of water. So, 300 mils going in. Then we're going to put in this. Is there the right way to do it, or just need to dump everything in at once? No, everything has to go in. Then for me the next question is, are you handsome? My mother always says I'm a handsome boy, and my boyfriend says I'm a handsome boy. But I guess those people have to say I'm a handsome boy, so I don't know. Judge for yourself. I cannot say that about myself. How often do you wear a fursuit a week? 0 times. That's the answer. Yeah, most of the weeks I don't wear my fursuit at all. But the last time I wore truffle is, I'm making TikToks last week. So maybe once a month on average, once or twice a month. Okay, where is the, I need my quark. Here it is. I like myself some cream. Some cream. I like myself some cream. Put the cream in. Eat all of the cream. So. Then some Franse magere kwark, French quirk spoon. Here we go. 500 grams of quark. So, perfect. Then I need my mixer. How long do we need to mix it for? Boop! On the lowest settings, otherwise all the powder will come up. Yeah. Mixing. No flushing. Okay, flush time incoming. In the meanwhile, I can actually answer a question. Does someone in real life hate or doesn't like your fursuit? My boyfriend in the beginning hated my fursuit. He thought it would be the end of our relationship. Now he just doesn't really like it, but he doesn't hate it. Okay, done. Go. to chewing the sink. Thank you for your service. Are you coming to Dutch Comic Con? I'm trying to. I really want to. I've booked it already in my agenda, so I'm keeping those days free. But I cannot find tickets, so that's a bit of a shame. But I'm on it. I hope to go both days. But we have to see if I can get tickets. The next question is, who's your favorite fursuiter? I'm really bad with names and I really don't have one fursuiter that I love the most. I used to watch Fluke a lot of the times. I really think he's funny and a handsome boy overall. But now I really don't have a favorite. I've got a lot of fursuiters that I follow because I like the suits and the characters. But no, actually, maybe it's stupid. I don't have a favorite fursuiter, but... Jiggle, 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 jiggle. My cake does jiggle, jiggle. And it's pink. My jiggle cake. Ta-da! Perfect. Let's read the instructions. The instructions say that we're done. But I want to make the cake more special, of course. So that's why we got the strawberries. So we're going to put the strawberries on top. And I want to make it say 1K because I hit the 1K. It's gonna be a pink 1K. Cake. 1 cake. It's gonna be a 1K cake. 1K. It's gonna be a 1K cake. 1K cake. Okay, the next question is, how long are you in the furry fandom and what's your next meet? I'm in the furry fandom for about, is it 2 or 3? I actually don't know. It's before Corona, so that's 2019. So that's 3 years. I'm in the furry fandom for 3 years now. Then the next meet I'm going to is actually this week. This Friday I'm going to Alternative. It's in Delft. It's my first real con. So I'm going for 2 days. I'm going to meet some of you guys. I'm really excited for that. Really don't know what I can expect, but it's gonna be fun. I don't know what I'm doing. It's not the most prettiest thing. It needs to go lower. I'm kind of ruining the cake, I think. It'll be fine. Just believe in yourself. Oh my god. No. I don't see any depth. So I don't know when I'm touching the cake. Here we go. Oh no. We've got a solution for that one. Cover it with another strawberry. Perfect. 1, 1. That looks like a 1. And then we're gonna make K. Go up, down. And in the meanwhile of me making this K, I've got some more fan mail. Thank you again. Thanks. I put it here next to me. Thank you guys again for making that. I really love it when I get fan mail, so it makes my day. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It says 1K, but it's like not the prettiest one because this one is too high. Wait, got it. That's better. I should have started a bit higher, but it says 1K. So yeah, but I'm also at the end of all the questions and I've made my cake. It needs to go into the fridge for 2.5 hours, so when my boyfriend comes home, I made us a little 1K cake. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. I love the support and I keep saying it. It really, really brings a smile to my face, makes my heart go boom, 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 and makes it go warmy feeling inside. So thank you. I love to make content for you guys and I really appreciate you guys watching my content. So yeah, thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I hope you liked the cake. Thank you very much. I see you guys all in the next video. Bye bye.